and not counting on the government, right? If the government gives you money, I'll take it, shoot. But if they don't, if they can't agree, and they shouldn't have to, right? The government, where do you think they get their money from? They get the money from you. Where do you think they just magically come up with money? You think they could just fire up them printers and then they owe you something? They're supposed to pay you, supposed to keep you alive, supposed to pay your rent? Hey, what's up guys? I'm Henry. I'm an engineer, stock investor, real estate investor out of San Francisco, and I'm a happily married father of two. And I'm out here just trying to give you a different perspective on finance, success, and life. And hopefully there's some in here that you can take from this that could really help to change your mindset and change your life. All right, so today I want to talk about the second round of businesses closing out of California. Businesses have to shut down again. Like certain businesses, not everything, but certain businesses have to shut back down again. I want to talk about, the risks of that and how you should be prepared in case all hell breaks loose and it gets even worse than it's been, right? Because if businesses are closed and then they're maybe even going to go bankrupt, right? If there's a large number of businesses that go bankrupt around the same time, a lot of people are going to be, they're not going to have a job to come back to at all. And there's no new businesses popping up that will pick up these people. A lot of people are going to be in trouble, right? The unemployment situation is unclear and it doesn't last forever. So when it runs out, I'm planning for that. Even though I've been very blessed, right? I have a job that I can work from home and things have been really nice, right? We're surviving, we're doing really well. But even I'm planning for that, man. I'm looking at ways to try to prepare for that in case it does get worse. So I think right now is really, really important to save your money. Because even though if you're getting a stimulus check, right, you got like a nice chunk of money for your household, or you're getting like the federal unemployment, you're getting a nice state unemployment, and it looks like a nice chunk of money, you're doing well, right? Like you're looking good, right? And then you're out there spending it, or you've been blowing it the last couple months. You just blew all that dough. Now, if the federal unemployment situation is kind of unclear, hopefully they extend it or give people a decent amount of money, or if they cut it to a really low amount. So maybe you think you got to spend it to keep the economy going. You got to be a consumer, right? You got to help out the economy. Man, when you run out of dough, who's going to help you? Okay, I don't know who's going to come out and just pay your rent for you. You think those businesses or those people, where you blew your money, they're going to come back and pay your rent? You're going to put yourself in a bad position if you don't prepare for this stuff. So whatever you're getting, make sure you're saving it, have those reserves, have those emergency funds, have some extra dough laying around in case things go completely to crap. The next thing is you have to look at multiple streams of income, whatever you can think of, whatever fits your schedule and whatever works for you, do it. You gotta come up with ways to make extra money on the side. Even if you still have a job, try to find a side hustle, something that you can do that works for you. There's a million things nowadays. You can do it online. You can even just, if you're buying dividend stocks or you're getting dividends, or you're out here doing a side hustle like Uber or Lyft or just food delivery, something, or Amazon. I heard Amazon's hiring. Someone is hiring somebody. If you can do it online at home, even better, but look into ways to get multiple streams of income. So that's even if you lose one thing, if you lose your job, if that unemployment, federal unemployment gets cut, or you ride out the state unemployment, or if anything happens, you still have other streams to keep you alive, that you don't have to, find a job that pays you that full amount. You had things that were supplementing it that you could still survive off of. It sucks to see folks that are not planning at all, right? I had a good job. I didn't really save a lot, spent it all, and then all hell breaks loose, and then they're getting kicked out their house, right? They don't have options. They don't have any other way to pay for rent, to pay for food, to just keep things going, to keep the lights on. Oh man, it's tough to see, it's tough to watch, man. I really don't want anybody in that position. That's why I'm saying, just give yourself better odds out there. Find multiple streams of income. So the other thing is cut your expenses, things that you're just wasting your money on. I hope you're tracking your expenses, looking at everything that you blow your money on every single month. This is so important nowadays. Back then, yeah, hey, you should be doing it. It'll put you in a good financial position. But now I think it's for survival. You don't know how bad things are gonna get. So I hope You're cutting all the crappy expenses out by tracking it and looking at everything that's not necessary, that you didn't even know you were paying for. You're like, oh, there's some subscriptions I don't use. Why am I paying for this? Man, cut that thing. I'm just saying that when I did it, I was so surprised. I cut out like a couple $100 right off the bat, that I was just wasting money on every single month. That could have gone to savings, to investing, or just extra money that I could have used for something else that had more benefit. But definitely don't take on any more debt, right? Like, don't go out and get a big loan unless it's something that's gonna make you money, with good odds of making you money. Or don't buy like a car, like a bit, pick up a big car loan or something, or big credit card debt. Don't take on any more debt right now. Right now, you should be minimizing that debt, but I think the cash is more important. But if you have like a high interest rate credit card, yeah, you gotta get rid of that, because that is just killing you slowly. So I'm hoping nothing happens, man. I'm hoping, there's a vaccine tomorrow, the cases go to zero, things are great, right? Everybody goes back to work, great. Then you're fine, man. Then you're just gonna have a nice chunk of dough in your wallet, right? And your expenses are super efficient, right? You know you're not wasting money on any crap. And then maybe you could take this money and invest it, or just spend it, or do whatever you want with it. But if nothing happens, then great. But if something happens and things get a lot worse, you're gonna be looking around like, oh, I'm okay. You're gonna feel so much better. Your whole family is gonna feel so much better, knowing that, oh, crap, things are getting worse, but we're kind of okay because we have all this money and all this side income. I mean, let's just ride this thing out. Let's not be crazy. Let's be smart about it. That's a big difference than feeling like, oh man, we might get evicted. Okay, now we hope they change the law, make the rent free. Let me protest. Let me come up with all these crazy ideas to like just try to put a Band-Aid on it all of a sudden and think that I'm gonna survive this thing. That's a big difference in how you feel and how everybody around you feels, right? And especially if you have kids, right? You don't want to, that's just me. I don't want my kids to feel any of that stuff. Even my wife, I don't want my wife to feel any of that stuff. So that's why I'm going crazy now to prepare and put myself in a position where I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And even to the point where way into the future, way past this pandemic, when 10 years from now, 20, 30 years from now, I'm trying to put us in a position to live really good. All right, so this one was really just to put that idea in your head to make sure you have multiple streams of income, that you're putting yourself in position to really survive this thing or do well in the future. You should not be looking at the government to bail you out of this thing or to keep you afloat and to pay your bills and give you enough money to pay for everything. I don't even want to count on the government for any of that, right? If they just cut me a check, I'll take it, I'm gonna spend it, shoot. But I'm not counting on them, right? I don't need them for that. All right, let me know what you think about this one. Thanks for watching and good luck out there.